Welcome back to First Listens, that series where we listen to an album that neither of us have heard for the first time.
Today we're going to be listening to Coldplay's second studio album, A Rush of Blood to the Head. We've done the first album in Parachutes, that was really good, and I'm very excited to see how this album is.
Parachute surprised me a little bit. Recent Coldplay has been nowhere near as rocky, so I'm hoping we have similar vibes on A Rush of Blood to the Head. But should we kick it off with the first track, Politic? This is a pretty bold intro choice, straight into it.
I like that it's just all the instruments doing the same notes. Very sheer difference between the intro and when the vocals come in, isn't there?
Just giving him a calm moment to put his feelings across already. I quite like how it was just a few quicker piano notes that led into the same sound as the intro, a little bit more energy. Some fantastic vocals already as well, that little soul note there.
Nice little bass in the background, carrying it in.
It's added a bit more of a... It feels like a dark fairy tale where the piano key change made it feel a little bit lighter, but it's a bit uneasy at the same time.
Yeah, because it stayed in that major key. It felt like it was going to go somewhere bright, but it stayed quite dismal almost. Feels kind of like, in a weird way, like an overcast day where it's been sunny, but the clouds have come out. And it's kind of like, it's nice, but there's something a bit eerie about it.
And I feel like that's the first time we've had the proper introduction of the heavy snare. I wanted a bit of energy. That was a very energetic introduction while still having a couple moments for Chris Martin to shine through. Really liked that. I thought it was a good starting track to the album.
Yeah, it was really, like you're saying, there's a lot of energy in it, but at the same time it felt very calm and serene, and whenever Chris Martin's vocals came in, it kind of gave it this air of calmness to it, but whilst the drums and the heavy piano that was going on kept it kind of pumping through. Really
it made me feel uneasy in moments. I didn't really quite know what emotion or vibe they were trying to put across, which is very good for the first track on the album. But before we go on to the second track, make sure you leave a comment and let us know your favourite track from A Rush of Blood to the Head, obviously unless you're listening to it for the first time with us, and hit like and subscribe whilst you're there. But up next is In My Place.
Feels like the drum kit's been mic'd up in the studio there.
Heavy drums.
Yeah.
Matched with such a light guitar riff. I must admit, I feel like this is a riff I've heard before. I might have heard this song before.
I feel like you will have definitely heard this song before.
Like, Apple Music isn't telling me that this is one of the bigger tracks on the album, but it must be.
I mean, this album was absolutely huge, so all of them will be big tracks. Oh, the bass and guitar going against each other there. They're both doing separate things. It's really nice. It's a really simple riff, this, but it's just very iconic, I feel.
Real simple, but real catchy, memorable.
And that's more difficult to write than a really insane riff. Getting something so simple but still be catchy.
That harmonised at the same time as the guitar little riffs kicking in the background, just to bring you into the chorus section, works so well.
I like that the vocal delivery here is offbeat. It's not quite where you'd expect it to be in terms of where the beat is.
He did quite a good job there of the like, please, please, actually sounded desperate.
Mm-hmm. Like he was begging.
Please.
That was definitely one that I've heard before, but I've never listened to it in this context. And I think actually trying to extrapolate what's happening, there is a lot in that track, but like we're saying, it keeps it very simple and it sounds amazing.
I thought it was less simple than Politic, which I quite liked it for, as in there was more instruments. Obviously, you heard some strings there at the end. The way the guitar kind of little riffy sections went into just that one very catchy guitar note. I think that the track did a very good job of taking you in different directions, but on a path where it never felt like, oh, what's just happened? It all just flowed nicely.
And also Chris Martin's vocals sounded fantastic, as they have so far. But on the next track, we've got God Put a Smile Upon Your Face. Let's jump into it.
I've gotta say I'm on my way down. God give me style and give me grace.
This sounds familiar, but I don't think it's this song I'm thinking of.
This is a problem with Coldplay. Obviously, I've never sat and listened to this in this setting, but we'll know half the songs because they're just so popular in the UK. Oh. We said this about Parachutes, how underrated the drumming was, and I have a feeling it's going to be the same case in this album because it's what's made the difference.
And the mastering of the drums as well is very important, and they've nailed it on both of these. That bass, oh, beautiful.
Again, it's that cymbal tap. It's almost just in my right ear, and it's what I'm concentrated on, and the rest of the song is just like swelling around it.
Another really simplistic guitar riff that just keeps coming up. A little motif, works nicely. Ooh.
This is the Coldplay I want, man. Where is this Coldplay in the new albums?
Another great track, 3 for 3 so far.
I'd say that sounded like a band with real personality. As in, at any moment in the track, you could listen to an individual instrument and enjoy it and kind of let the track progress around it. For me, the drumming was the standout of it, but the fact that you could listen to the bass and be like, oh, you could listen to the acoustic and be like, oh, you could listen to the vocals, which at the end, there was one part where the guitar built up to the more energetic section. At the end, it was the vocals that slowly built up to the more energetic section. I agree, 3 for 3. Good
Yeah,
track.
he started to do like, I want to say like a little scatty section where he's doing that booba dab do whatever it was. And that was then adding to that effect. So like you're saying, they had the first section, which was like bass and then electric guitar being added. Then later on, it was the vocals that was doing it. And I feel like that's one of those tracks that every time you listen to it, you'd be able to pick up on a different instrument. And if you listen for that specific instrument, you'll find more in the track that you do like.
Up next is The Scientist, one of the biggest Coldplay songs. So if you've not heard this, I'd expect you to know it word for word. Such an iconic piano. What's it called on a piano? Piano notes, piano pattern, piano
notes. Yeah, I guess so. Motif might be the word you want.
Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you.
This song could make the strongest man shed a tear.
Oh, 100%, yeah. So just Chris Martin's voice is made to be alongside a piano. It just is. It's a pairing made in heaven.
Just the little higher pitch at the first word of each.
And he does it so effortlessly. It's like he could do it in his sleep if he wanted to. It's not even like hitting that quite falsetto. It's just within his range. He's just got such a good range. And there comes the acoustic guitar. Elements start building here. That drum sounds amazing, man. Like, it feels like they're in the room with us playing this. Like, how all the instruments sound, how they've recorded it is phenomenal.
To be honest, I'm not saying as much. I'm just trying to concentrate on the lyrics and the moment.
To the start.
The production is just so good. The mixing, the sound of each instrument. You've said it a few times, but in this section, that guitar just came in and it sounds like a guitar that I've never heard before, and I've heard this song a million times. It might be because I'm wearing like proper headphones and whatever, but
like the levels of the instruments as well. Everything is so perfectly leveled out. And then Chris Martin with his beautiful vocals coming back in. This is songwriting right here. This is songwriting. What an absolutely amazing track.
just a beautiful song, isn't it?
It's just so good. It's timeless is what that is.
I don't think anyone that like sits and listens to this on an emotional level. I'm going to bring some up. We had a debate on the channel not long ago about if lyrics matter in music, and I think that this song got mentioned in that video. And I think that lyrics in this mean everything. You could dive into these a million times with a few different emotions if you're going through a breakup, if you've lost someone, and you would just lose your mind. It just fit so many scenarios so perfectly. The songwriting is off the charts.
Yeah, and the song title itself makes you question what it's actually talking about, so you can derive your own explanation for the track in itself, however you want to derive it. And with a song title like The Scientist, it kind of leaves all doors open to what you interpret it as. But we'll jump on to the next track, which is another giant Coldplay track in Clocks.
Clocks. I didn't actually know this track from the name, but as soon as that piano kicked in, I was like, oh.
That is arguably probably one of the most recognizable piano parts ever. Drums again. Give that man a pay rise. It's hard to refrain from singing that little bit there. Again, every instrument just having a standout moment. Even the bass in here, just so good. Oh,
that was weirdly loud. I thought it wasn't something in the song. That little guitar note. Just the same note, but it works. Oh,
he's changed it. He heard you. He heard you.
I think it needed that. The piano felt a bit intrusive after hearing it for so long. I felt like I was going in a bit of a trance. The guitar brought me back out of that.
Makes you go, whoa, what's this? Honestly, before seeing the lyrics, I thought he was just doing ooh, ah. You know what I mean? I didn't think that he was saying words. I thought he was just oohing and ahhing a bit.
I just enjoyed your ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah. Oh, harmonies. Beautiful.
Billie Eilish called.
Tell you what, Billie Eilish and Chris Martin on a track would go hard. I don't think a whole lot needs to be said about this track. I think it was just as good as anybody would expect it to be.
I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. I don't know why, but listening to it in this setting, I still liked it. It's still on the good track list. I just thought the piano, I know that's the entire point of the song, but by the end of it, I was a bit like...
Do you not think it's because you've heard that piano so much that at this point it's... Because I tried to take away from the fact that I already knew the track, try to listen to it for what it was, and I think... Again, songwriting, it doesn't get much better than that.
No,
all of the aspects in there were absolutely great. And it was... Again, they've managed to just do the simplistic route and make it sound great.
I think my favourite part was when that guitar came in for a minute. I don't know, maybe it's a positive of the song. I felt like I was just kind of in a trance and I was no longer like listening to what was happening as much as I have in the other tracks, but that could be classed as a plus.
And if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. We do all sorts of reactions here. And like we said at the beginning, we've done parachutes before, so you can check that out at the end of the video, not right now. But up next, we've got Daylight.
Oh, the way that fits in there, the initial notes just sink into the track.
It's slightly offbeat, isn't it? It's like on the second beat rather than the first. Who's doing those low notes?
Chris? That's got to be Chris.
Is he a demon? What's happening there? Bro's range is fucking off the charts.
Go on, this could boot off now. Wonder if there's ever been a mosh pit at a Coldplay gig.
Come on, there's mosh pits at every type of gig, isn't there,
Coldplay,
really? Yeah.
Coldplay fans, let us know if you're watching. Have you ever seen a mosh pit at a Coldplay gig? Because I'd still be shocked. Maybe in like the early 2000s, but not nowadays.
With the wristbands on.
Just lights flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's the progression guitar notes, and then just another. Another strumming.
Well, there's another one for you on top.
Now you've got the progression, the strumming, and the extra little riff.
We'll go with riff.
Need more words.
We'll go with riff. You know what? Usually I'm not a fan of songs that just fade out towards the end, but that felt right for that track because it felt very spacey. It felt very psychedelic. It felt like that was exactly the style they were going for. And I think they nailed it. And in terms of experimental, that was unbelievably experimental, from the vocals to the guitar to everything that was going on. Really good.
We're halfway through the album now, or just over halfway. And I'm really impressed with the way that they've managed to keep it fresh. Like, we've had songs that have been more focused on piano, Politic, which was quite an energetic start. We've had The Scientist, which is an emotional ballad. That felt like more of a test, and especially the guitarist, been able to just do what they want and have a mess around and create a really cool sound. No song has sounded the same, and to do that, again, this is their second album. This came out, 23 years ago now. That is crazy because it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like it could have come out last week. In fact, the production is better than a lot of modern rock music that I hear.
Some of the stuff that we've listened to recently, I would say this blows it out of the water in terms of production, in terms of mixing, like we've said. But one thing on that track as well was the experimental vocals with the lower and the higher. Well, it was kind of lower and then mid-range, and then later on he introduced the higher end. And I just thought it was really cool that he was like, you know what? Let's see if this works on a track. And I would argue that it did. And up next, we've got Green Eyes.
The green eyes, yeah, the spotlight shines upon you.
Oh, felt a bit like a country voice then, you know what I mean?
I wasn't sure I liked that, actually.
No,
I don't
like
think he got into that
Texan.
deeper one very well there.
Yeah.
Anybody deny you?
I quite like it.
Oh, I
like it.
I don't
It's
know
like a
about that
slide-
note.
You. I like it,
You.
man.
I came here with a love.
In fact, even with the guitar, it feels a lot more country inspired almost.
Now I met you, upon which I flow, and I came here.
Eye colour is a weird thing, isn't it? Like, why is there just a coloured bit round your eye, and why is everyone's different?
I think you.
Why is that?
You should ask about 4 songs ago, The Scientist. He'll answer for you.
Well, yeah, no, I'm asking about the green eyes. But it's weird.
Yeah.
Bit more energy here. You're right, it feels much more American.
Got that country swing to it. All the way through it has.
And anyone who tried to deny you.
Bassline is doing good here. It's what I'm jamming to. Softly in the background, yeah. That's what you're meant to be moving to, do you know
The
what I
big
mean?
double bass. That's what it should be, yeah.
That I could never go.
That piano, he's just having fun on the piano there, isn't he? But it's not even that prominent, so it's just in the background.
I mean, it feels like I'm in a Nashville bar and just random people have got up and played an instrument with him for a second while he's strumming.
Upon which I stand.
Yet another track that sounds nothing like anything else we've heard before, but amazingly still falls in line with the album. It's not like we've kind of had whiplash, you know, in some albums where it's like you were clearly trying something very different there. They've managed to incorporate different styles into these tracks, but still have that Coldplay sound infused in it. And to do that's impressive.
That was track number 7, and I'd say we still haven't had a miss.
I did the 7 for 7.
I'm shocked by that. That was actually had me moving about for a second, and I realised, wait, I'm moving about to the bass line that wasn't even part of the track up to like 10 seconds ago. The way that they just blend instruments in with the vocals, we could say it for every track. The vocals are just, it's like effortless. It's like it's not even trying at all to just deliver amazing lines all the time.
Chris Martin is a generational talent. He just is. I don't think there's much more to say about him than that.
Well, Tim, up next is Warning Sign.
That felt like
Oh, that was tasty.
like a weight was lifted almost, like some clarity.
It was just so clean the way it dropped in.
I started looking and the bubble burst. I started looking for excuses. Come on in.
I feel like we've transported back to the start of the album where it's a bit more straight up rock.
I really like that the guitar is just very slightly peaking. It's got like a little bit of a buzz to it on the
Like
more
that
louder
graininess.
parts. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that.
It's one of the longest notes vocally. Just ended.
No, who's still there? It's gone
weird.
now. I was running out of breath at the end.
So I crawled back into your arms.
That guitar sounds soothing, warming.
It's very... The tone on it is just... Whoa. Like in a stark contrast to what we had earlier as well.
It's like when you're in front of the fire at Christmas time.
Sure.
Roasting a little marshmallow.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that? Did you ever have a thing that you put bread on and toasted it in front of the fire?
I never toasted bread on a fire. I used a toaster.
I think it was just more the... I don't even know what the word is. For the fun.
For the fun of it, yeah, we're toasting this bread on the fireplace for fun at Christmas. Let's talk about the track, though. Let's not talk about toasting bread on a fireplace. What did you think?
It was actually my least favourite song so far. I still liked it. I think the production, especially the way it kicked in at the start and then that little end section, were very good. I just thought it was a little bit repetitive throughout the track. Still enjoyed it. Still think it was a decent enough song and it fit the flow of the album well. But I'm just hoping on the next track we get something a little bit different.
Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I thought it was a nice, like a welcome break almost. There wasn't too much going on. I know what you're saying about repetitiveness. I was expecting there to be a part where maybe it changed slightly because they've done that on a lot of songs now where it'll get to a point and then all of a sudden you go, oh, but it kind of did do that because the piano came in and took over. So there was that change in it, but it didn't happen earlier in the song, which I would have preferred. But overall, still think it stands, and I still think I would say we're 8 for 8.
Yeah, I agree. It was just an album track for me. A good one, and albums need album tracks. But what is up next, Tim?
Up next, we have A Whisper. A Whisper. This is anything but a whisper right now.
I'm really wondering where this is going to go. I feel like we're going to get a breakdown. Not quite.
Oh, I like just a very short little bit of energy injected. I was saying, when you ask Chris Martin what chocolate bar he wants from the shop, that's only going to hit for UK audience, that isn't it? A Whisper is a Cadbury's chocolate bar, and it's delicious. I like those bits.
There's been some like swelling, circling sound effects going on in the background. Like,
I do like the drums and guitar are following each other here. You can just hear that snare hitting at the same time as the strums.
quite soft. There's been a few tracks that have kind of closed out with Chris Martin just moaning into the mic. But I feel like it gives the band a moment to build up whatever sound they want to build up. So I'm seeing we've only got 30 seconds left, but maybe we'll get a little twist.
I felt like that track had a lot more focus on the instruments than the previous tracks. I feel like there was a lot more musicality going on. We had a lot of peaks and troughs and a lot of swelling throughout. And I thought, again, it felt somewhat experimental compared to previous tracks, but again, falls in the same vein as everything else.
I think in the final section, the way that the guitar notes repeated kind of made me feel a bit anxious. Like something was kind of building up and I was waiting for it to get there. And then again, I said towards the end that, are we going to have a switch up here? And we didn't. It just kind of faded out. So I'm really excited to see what the next track and the title track, A Rush of Blood to the Head, will be like.
He said, I'm gonna buy this place and watch it fall. Stand here beside me, baby, in the crumbling walls. Oh, I'm gonna buy this place.
It's a lot more of a somber start versus the previous tracks.
I must admit, this is a song I've heard a million times.
Oh, really? I don't think I've heard this before, you know.
Because I'm gonna buy this place and see it burn. And do back the things it did to you in return.
This is one of those tracks that me and my boyfriend, for listeners, but do you know when you really bond over a song? This is one of those, so it's got like a deeper meaning to me. There's no way I'm going to say anything negative.
Yeah, not allowed. I like the vocals and the guitar following each other there. That was cool. Again, with the phenomenal drum sound.
That bass line as well, though. I feel like that's the deepest bass we've had on the entire album, and it's just set an undertone while the rest, like that guitar note, etc., kind of feels lighter. While the lyrics are quite depressing.
Yeah, there's a certain juxtaposition between the feel of the track versus the subject matter. Little juxtaposition, you know, come on. I do like it when they introduce us a tambourine in the background. It's just there.
Liam Gallagher was clenching his fists when he heard this.
That's my instrument. Those guitar notes are nice, just the sliding up and down. Adds a level of eeriness to it. Like the build-up's so minimal, then it just kicks in. But it doesn't change that much. I really liked that outro. That was nice.
I love the way that that song just builds up to a couple of big crescendos where all the instruments come in. You've got not heavy drums, but maybe heavier than there has been for the majority of the album, and reaching guitar notes. I think it's just, again, like we said for The Scientist, I think that's quite a beautiful song.
Yeah, there's a lot of building blocks in it. It kind of ramps it up, and then, but when it ramps it up, like I was saying, it doesn't go crazy with it. It just gets to a point and then it all just kind of goes, It's like opening the curtains. You know what I mean?
Well, before we go on to the last track, In Amsterdam, please do remember to hit like and subscribe. As Tim alluded to earlier, we've got many first listens, including Parachutes, we've got Bruno Mars, we've got Taylor Swift, we've got Olivia Rodrigo, and there's plenty more to come. Leave a comment and let us know what we should listen to next. We could even do X and Y by Coldplay. Lots of options, but Amsterdam.
I swerve out of control. And if I'd only waited, I'd not be stuck here in this hole.
This already feels like it's going to be a lot more of a personal track.
Oh, my star is fading, and I swerve out.
Just love the high notes that he does. He just always nails them. They sound so good.
Can you hit the I Swerve?
I swerve. It's probably as good as I can get.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Bit of a change in pitch. Final section, going to switch it up a little bit.
Stuck on the end.
Oh,
See, I've never heard this song, and I was not expecting that.
come on.
I feel like cheering. I feel like this is what it needed just to finish the album off and please my inner urges right at the end. I said that and thought, oh, yo.
It did feel weird that they hadn't introduced all the other instruments and then bang, there they all are. 10 out of 10 outro for this album, 100%. That little last, what was it, about a minute, maybe 30 seconds or so, just really just topped it all off.
Yeah, I mean, the piano and the vocals would have kind of been enough for me. I'd have thought, all right, Chris has had a moment here, quite an emotional song, just delivering unbelievable vocals. But then that last little kick in just put the cherry on top for me. It was like, all right, there we go. Because I said at the start of the project that I wanted some energy. And I feel like we've got plenty of energy here. And we also got plenty of moments to reflect. But what did you think, Tim? Your first time listening, A Rush of Blood to the Head?
I thought this was a really, really good album. And I can completely see why everybody was telling us to listen to it. And why it's seen as such a standing in where it is, because I think it was the 8th best-selling album of the 21st century in the United Kingdom, which to have that for your second album, that's pretty fucking good. And the album itself, wow. It takes you on an adventure throughout the whole album. Every track has its own unique personality, but they all feel in the same vein. Like I was saying, they've got experimentation in there, but they've managed to keep that Coldplay sound throughout.
We said it about Parachutes, and A Rush of Blood to the Head came out only 2 years after that. The fact that they've managed to master such a grand sound on some of the tracks, but also the production of the instruments, the vocals, even the just little guitar riffs and the way that the reverb, everything just sounded crisp and clean. And I kind of not miss that in rock music, because you can still find albums that are like that. But because I know that this was one of the first of its kind, it feels special going back and listening to it now.
Like if you heard this in 2002, you would think, wow, what the hell am I listening to? This is amazing. The stuff on there is fantastic. And it is kind of Coldplay basically saying, we're not just a one-hit wonder. We've done Parachutes. Yeah, that was really good. But wait till you see what we do next. And they knocked it out of the park. Second go around. Fantastic stuff.
And obviously tracks like The Scientist and Clocks, we'll have heard a million times before, and they've gone on to become some of the biggest tracks in British music history for a good reason. Scientist, really emotional. Clocks, a little bit more energy in there with a really catchy piano. But not just them. Some of my favourite tracks on the album were actually, obviously, A Rush of Blood to the Head. I said there's a more personal connection with that. But just the intro, the first 3 tracks, Politic, In My Place, and God Put a Smile Upon Your Face, were really good and captured the energy straight away.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of times where they had really simplistic melodies that just did a lot. I mean, Clocks isn't really that complex. It's just broken down chords descending. Mm-hmm. And there's so many little guitar riffs that are just like 3 notes that are just played over and over again. And I think it is a testament to how good Coldplay's songwriting is.
Well, I enjoyed that massively, and I can't wait to do another first listen. Let us know in the comments what that should be. What should we listen to next?
Don't forget to like and subscribe and go and check out our other stuff. We've mentioned it multiple times so far. Thank you very much for watching.